everyone. So I wanted to take a minute and talk about what's coming up, the future of the subscription boxes. So I have been discussing this with my spirits on the best way on how to celebrate Samhain. Now, if you don't know the history of Samhain, the history will be included as part of the video for my subscribers. All my subscribers get links to unlisted videos on how to do the spells, on certain different things. The history of Samhain to the Celts is going to be included in it. And the reason why is because it's going to have a lot to do with what's going to be in your box as per the spell portion. So I was speaking to my spirits and I said, I have this idea. Is it possible for me to do this without me being there? And they say, yes, we can do this. So I'm really excited to tell you that what we are going to do, the main spell for your Samhain box, is you are going to be able to open a small portal, one-way portal, to help spirits cross over to the other side. Now, of course, not all spirits are good. Some of them should not cross over. That is the portion that I was consulting with my spirits about. How can we keep those spirits away? And is it possible to keep those spirits away? And they said yes. And they reminded me about what used to happen at Samhain. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I said, is it possible that we can recreate that, like maybe on a smaller scale, if it's possible for even novices to do this? And they said, yes, we can do this. So I'm working with them. We are putting this all together, but you will be able to open up a portal. Now, this is a one-time thing, and the reason why I say it's a one-time thing is because one of the main elements is going to be the candle. The candle, when it is lit, is going to open the portal, and the portal is going to be open for as long as that candle is lit. Once that candle extinguishes, the portal is closed. Now, it's nothing against you guys, but being able to open and close portals is not something I would teach to just anybody. You have to be able to control energy, and you have to be able to control spirits. If you're not able to do both of those things, not just one or the other, if you're not able to do both of those things, and if you don't have that experience, I would never ever teach you how to open a portal. But because this is the night when the veil between the worlds is the thinnest, it's going to be easier for you to do it, but the control measure is going to be the candle, and what I do with the candle is going to remain a secret with me, simply because I don't know if you guys could handle this on your own if I divulge that secret, and because there is the potential for the wrong thing to happen, and that's a huge long story I'm not going to go into, but because there is that potential there, I don't want to teach that to you guys just in case something does go wrong. So the main element on opening the portal is going to be the candle, which is something that I will deal with. You will receive the candle, but I will not divulge what I've done with the candle to open the portal. Now, the main element on keeping the other spirits at bay, keeping away negativity, it kind of goes along the lines of smudging, but there's going to be like a different element to it. And when I explain about the history of Samhain, you will understand what that element is. I'm not going to get into it in this video because it's way too long. So that is going to be the main spell in your September box. So you have enough time to plan for it, get whatever you need to. Now, another thing that we're going to be addressing in that box is spirit altars, okay? Some people call them ancestor altars, but because most of my subscribers to the Witch Box do have their own spirits, I'm not going to call it an ancestor altar. I'm going to call it a spirit altar. And what this altar serves at is kind of like, it's not really a shrine. It's a way for you to leave offerings to your spirits for helping them. For helping you. You know, the things that they do for you, the healing that they do, all the behind the scenes things. You may not even ask them to help you with something. They may see something and they'd be like, you know what, I'm going to intervene here. I'm going to stop this from happening. I'm going to help this. There's a lot of behind the scenes things that they do for you. You don't even know that they're doing. So this is a way for you to have like one special place. You can go like once a month, give them an offering. We're not talking about blood, sweat, and tears. We're not talking about that type of offering. But, you know, just like leave them little things like flowers, certain types of spices, certain types of scents, burning candles, burning incense. This is going to be your little altar to them, to thank them for what they've done. Now, one of the ideas that I'm going to address in there is how to like conceal it in case you have to conceal it. And one of the ways is I have this like super glitzy box. I know not everybody likes the bling bling, but I love the bling bling. Now this is a laser cut box. This is the largest one that they have at Hobby Lobby. I bling this out, and you don't have to get expensive. I spray painted it silver. This trim around here is from the Dollar Tree. I think I used like maybe like 2 rolls of the 5 strand, and I just cut it. And then these large gems and the smaller gems, where's the smaller gems? The smaller gems right here. I got these at Walmart. These are iridescent gems that you can find in the craft section. I think it's like $3 for like a sheet of like the assorted sizes, and that's all you need. So I blinged it out on all the sides except for the bottom. Because what I'm going to do on the bottom is I'm going to take a screw and a washer, and I'm going to put a piece of wood here that's going to be able to rotate. So it's going to rotate so it lies flat against here, and then I'm going to rotate it out, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang it on the wall like this. And when you open the door, ta-da, there's your spirit altar. You can keep all your stuff in there. If you have to keep it concealed, so I'm going to keep it so I can keep this out if I need it. But you can just leave it, drop it down, have your little spirit altar here. If you need to conceal it because of the laser cut, you can put fabric, or you can put like poster board to cover it up so that it just looks like a really decorative box. So that's one idea in case you have to conceal it. If you don't have to conceal it, you could just take a really simple shelf. Go to Michael's, go to Hobby Lobby. Joanne has shelves. You can make one by taking like a little piece of wood and like 2 brackets that you get for 99 cents at Walmart. Make a little shelf. I'm going to show you how to set up a spirit altar and what you're going to do, different types of ideas. That's going to be another video along with some of the supplies in your Samhain box. Now, another thing that's going to be in your Samhain box, I got these at the Dollar Tree, but when I saw them, they were so fabulous. I'm like, I have to give it to all my subscribers, okay? Look at this. Look at it. Yeah, it's a little glitzy, but look at it. The Black Hat Society. Come on. This is perfect. I love this. I saw somebody do a Dollar Tree haul, and I'm like, I have to get that for my subscribers. I love it. And yeah, granted, you could get it yourself at the Dollar Tree, but sometimes not all Dollar Trees have everything. I see people do Dollar Tree hauls, and I'm like, I can't get that shit at my Dollar Tree, because sometimes I have like really shitty Dollar Trees, and I have to drive miles and miles away to a big one. So I drove to a big one, and I got like a bunch of stuff that I've seen on Dollar Tree hauls. So this is going to be like in your Samhain box. Now let's talk about the October boxes, which is going to cover for like the very 1st of November, because you're obviously not going to get it in time for the 1st of November. And this is going to address All Saints Day, or as they call it in Mexico, Días de la Muerte, and that is the Day of the Dead. Now, because Spain is a Catholic country, when they came to Mexico, they took over. A lot of the natives did convert to Catholicism. because that was the way that they could interact with the Spanish. I mean, you couldn't buy things in the stores. You couldn't even walk into town. You couldn't do this. You couldn't do that unless you converted over to Catholicism. And whether they believed it or they didn't, it was just easier to be like, yeah, sure, I'll bend the knee, I'll take the bread, whatever. So that is why today Mexico is a very Catholic country. There are some little, like pockets of different religions, but for the most part, it is Catholic. So you have to understand that when you're talking about Dias de la Muerte, that is their take on the Catholic All Saints Day, where you celebrate not only your departed ancestors, but also all the saints. And in the Catholic Church, that would be a day of prayer, sometimes of fasting. We're not going to go to that extreme. We're going to focus on the fun aspect of it, okay? Now, one of the things I got, and there's two different designs. So there were more, but these were the only ones that I like. Again, I got these at Dollar Tree. These are the Day of the Dead candles with the little sugar skulls on them. Now, these type of candles are called saint candles, okay? If you've ever been to a Catholic church, you go in. Now, in my day, it was like $1. Now it's like $2, $3 to light a fucking candle this size that they end up blowing out at the end of the night. But what you do with these type of candles is, if you live in Florida, they're great for hurricanes. If you live anywhere else in the U.S., or Mexico, these are saint candles, and you light this and say a prayer to a saint, or you can light this and ask your spirits for help, or you can light this in remembrance of them. But saint candles are definitely a part of Dias de la Muerte. Now, also in voodoo, these you will find some of these on voodoo altars, again, because more hoodoo uses saints, but there is a again, in voodoo, if you're talking about New Orleans voodoo, New Orleans was a French colony to begin with, and a lot of French were Catholic. I mean, there were some Protestants, they were called Huguenots, but they did not settle in New Orleans. They did actually settle in Florida, but they didn't settle in New Orleans. That's why they have that huge cathedral there. Again, that was a Catholic place. So when the slaves came over, they were Catholic. So there is some Catholicism in voodoo. So you will find saint candles on voodoo altars. And the reason that I'm bringing that up is because I am introducing you, in your Day of the Dead box, to Papa Legba. Now, Papa Legba, in voodoo, is also associated with Saint Peter in the Catholic religion, because he is the gatekeeper in between the two worlds. So when you have Papa Legba on your altar, you usually have a set of keys as well, because Papa Legba needs those keys to open the gates to the spirit world so that you can connect with your former loved ones, other spirits that are there, yada yada, you know what I mean. So in that box, which is your October box, you're going to have the candle. I got at the Dollar Tree those little tiny skeletons like they're on the skeleton garland. I will be dressing those up. I will make little clothing for them, dressing them up. That is going to be your Papa Legba icon. Again, you will have on a voodoo altar Papa Legba. So that is going to be your idol. You're going to have a Papa Legba idol, okay? You're also going to get a set of keys in there for Papa Legba's keys. And we will go over what you do to tell Papa Legba, open the gate, how you thank him, how you present yourself to him. We will go over that in that box. That will be the October box. There'll be a video for that. So don't expect it to see it with your September box. I'm just letting you know ahead of time what's coming down the pike. Also, I am working on a couple of other things that are going to end up in your boxes. So for the next 2 months, these are going to be really exciting boxes. we're going to be doing some new things, and we're going to be trying out some other stuff. Now, I forgot the tea in the last box. I am so sorry, you guys. Scatterbrained witch didn't have her thinking broom with her. I forgot the tea, but I want to let you know, in your September box, it is going to be a tea called Falling Leaves, and it has caramel bits in it, so it is going to be a caramel tea. I've had it, love it. Well, I wouldn't say love it. Caramel in tea is a little sweet for me because I use like a lot of creamer. So it was a little bit sweet for me, but if you don't use a lot of creamer like I do, it's fine. You're gonna love it. And I think that is pretty much all I wanted to say about the boxes that are coming up. There will be a recipe in your September box. I'm going to actually make a video. So there's going to be a couple of different video links in this box. There's going to be a video on how to make apple cider donuts. Great to have on Halloween morning. I do love my apple cider donuts. It has a glaze on it. You're going to love this recipe. If I can find my damn donut pan, I've got like 2 or 3 different donut pans, and I have no idea where they are. If you saw my kitchen, you would understand. My kitchen is so small that I have to like hide my pans here, there, and everywhere. So I'm hoping I'll find it in time. I've got like about a week to try to find it, but if not, I will still include a recipe, if not in the video, but I should be able to find my donut pans. They didn't walk off, I just have to find them. So, that is all I really have to say about the boxes. There are new interview videos coming up. I just dug out some more dolls that are going to be going up. And also, I am working on a full altar set. And when I say full altar set, it is complete. Everything. Everything you need for your altar. And I am tossing around the idea of making a Dios de la Muerte altar set. So everything will be like Sugar Skull's Day of the Dead. It's going to be like a whole set. I know how popular those things are. Plus, all the pretty bright colors set against black is very, vibrant. So I am working on that. And once I have like everything I need for the box, I will post pictures of it on Instagram. If you're not following me, it's the Salem Willow. And on Facebook, if you're not following me there, it's facebook.me/the Salem Willow. I will have pictures of them up so you can see exactly what you're getting in your box. And right now, we are almost at 100 subscribers. So we're just this close. So if you do me a favor, if you go on social media, share my channel, or if you would rather just share videos, share the spirit interview videos, share the witch life videos. It'd be better if you share my channel, but if I understand that some people may live in a place where witchcraft is frowned on, but paranormal is cool. So, yeah, if you could share my videos or my channel. If we get up to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. And I think what I might do is I just finished making a grimoire along the lines of mine. If you haven't seen mine, I showed it in another video. It's handmade from a binder because I like to keep everything in like plastic protector sheets, all my spells, because if something doesn't seem to work, you can take it out. If you put in a new spell, you can put it in. If you're working with like oils or something, or open flames, and something splashes on your spell book, all your spells are protected in these plastic sheets. So all you have to do is wipe off the plastic sheet and your spell book is still intact. It's why I use it. It's why it's so easy for me, and why I prefer to use that rather than like a bound book. A bound book is, I mean, it's beautiful, it's great, but it's impractical, and I'm pretty much a practical witch. I like things easy. I like things, you know, not to be, and even if you see a spell online, you can download it, print it up, and just stick it in one of the sheets, and there you go, it's in your book. It's just easy. I mean, life is so complicated as it is. I just like to keep that type of shit easy. So I did make a grimoire. I just finished it. I have to put like a little finishing touch on it, and it's done. And I think that will be part of the giveaway if we can get up to 100 subscribers. So please share my channel or share my videos. And once we get up to the 100 subscribers, I will do a video letting you know how to enter in the giveaway if you are interested in this grimoire. And I will see you guys in the very next video. Thank you so much for staying with all this babbling that I've done. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.